You get free website hosting. You get free pre-produced content on the website. Now, what do I mean by that? That means if you've got something that we've got some support materials that cover how to dress in for a family portrait, what clothes to wear, um, maybe it's how to decorate with portraiture. We've got those kind of pre-produced materials, and if you want that, we can post that on your website for you. You can get a free blog set up where you've got the header and the footer for that. And again, it carries your brand through. We create a consistent look for your brand and a new look. If you've maybe been dealing with something that needs to be updated and refresh that, that's what we can do. So we'll carry that through on everything from your website to your printed cards, to your blogs, to your emails. Get a free shopping cart set up. And the great thing with this is when you use your shopping cart, and hopefully you're doing all your sales in the studio, but then after all orders are placed in the studio, then if you want to put something up on your website for people to purchase, great. But let's say you've got your shopping cart set up on there. Any sales that you do on there, don't worry, Marathon's not going to take a percentage of that. It's just, again, it's just a way for you to handle sales on your website if you wish to. So you've also got an email marketing service set up. And this is really valuable because what happens is you've got your header and your footer created for this. Let's say you want to send out a campaign that promotes you've got a family portrait special coming up. Well, now you've got the ability to send that out to all customers that you've got an email account address from, and it'll only cost you $0.015 per name. So that header and that footer is included with the Marketing Advantage program. And then you earn free MAP points by attending different seminars and educational events that Marathon Press has approved, and we can let you know what those are at any time. We just got done doing our first annual Marketing Advantage program, MAP Getaway, we called it, and it was right here in Norfolk, Nebraska. We had a blast. We had a bunch of people out here, and we just targeted the topics that were key to running a portrait business, and it's different when we do it with just our Marketing Advantage program members, because we're able to do some things and share some things differently with that type of group than we do with regular public. So that is another benefit, and it didn't cost anybody that's a member. It didn't cost them any money to attend that, other than their hotel stay and travel. So that's the great thing, is you've got an additional way to network with other professional photographers in our industry. Points can be used on all Marathon products. So again, the only thing that points can't be used on really is just your postage and direct mail, postage, and also your, boy, can you tell this is live? Postage, and also any, boy, I can't spit this one out. Any named list names that you're trying to buy. Now, why was that so hard? I don't know. Maybe I should have something more than water here. But anyway, so that's about the only thing points can't be used on. You can purchase additional points if you find that you're running low toward the end of your program, and they are actually even more valuable because they're less per point. They're $4 per point. So you can buy them in groups of 50 or 100 and add to your 1,000 points if you want it to do that or need it. Another question I get from people is, what if I run out of my 1,000 points before the end of the 2 years? Well, again, you can buy more points at any time. So that's easy. That's really probably the biggest question I get from people. Okay, here's the cost. The initial program fee is $9.95 to get set up. Your monthly fee, then it's spread out over time, is $249 a month. So you're looking at, for the program, for the 24 times $249 a month, that's about $6,000 over 2 years. Now, is the program right for everybody? No. But at the same time, it's at some point, I do believe that anybody that is in business will eventually become a MAP member. And the reason for that is this makes so much sense because, first of all, by being in the MAP Marketing Advantage program, Marathon products are discounted. You're going to save anywhere from 4 to 20% depending on how much you're ordering, what you're getting. So that's already covered. And that's a savings in and of itself right there. all the other free things that we listed. So that's a real value. So now it just gets down to you've got 1,000 points in the bank, and you can use it any way you want. Jason Odom called it a marketing savings account. It really is. Now, the great thing is, let's say 2 years is up. You've paid over 24 months, and you've maybe got 200 points left over, and you've not used them. Don't worry, you don't lose those. The other great thing is you do not have to repay the initial startup fee of the $9.95 beyond the 2 years. In fact, what we're doing now is get not only an additional 1,000 MAP product points to use when your 2 years is up, you get an additional 200 on top of that. So you're going to have 1,200 points now to use that you can spread your payments out over $249 a month. So it's like getting 200 bonus points. That's like an $800 value free when you continue beyond your second year. And that's the great thing, guys, is because now you've got the ability to market yourself properly, the ability to market yourself when times are slow and it's harder to come up with cash all at once for these things. So you've got a terrific support system here, very economical, very valuable. And once you get started, like I said, you never stop marketing. Okay, what happens on a typical facilitator call? First of all, when you're a new member, we talk twice a month, every 2 weeks. And the reason why we do that is in the beginning, we've got a lot of information. We got a lot of things that we're asking questions about, finding out more about you, and things that we are going to share with you on where to start. What happens is we try to limit the calls to about 30 minutes. And the reason we do that is, again, if we go beyond 30 minutes, we're overloading you with way too many ideas. And we want you to be able to implement the things that we're talking about. That's why we try to talk every 2 weeks in the beginning. And then once you're an established member, we talk once a month. Kind of then we hit our stride. Then it gives you a chance to, working further and further out with deadlines and things we want to get done. So that's the great thing is no more of the putting together promotions at the last minute, or worse, not getting them out, having spent the money on stuff. You've got someone to run ideas by, and it's not just, what do you think? It's in-depth marketing. So that's great. Once a month, you're ensured you're going to be talking to somebody. So again, the 30-minute call helps keep you focused. It doesn't take much time, but it keeps you focused. And we're going to go the direction that you choose. In other words, your business is different than anybody else's. There may be similarities to everything that we do in this industry, but you have a very focused idea of where you want to grow your business, and we'll help you get there. And that doesn't matter if you're a wedding specialist, a portrait specialist, studio, outdoor, children, family, newborn. I don't care what it is. We can help you focus on the direction you want to choose. And then we'll always do an email summary of our call that we did together. Again, you've got something now in writing. You can refer back to, keep it in a folder, go back to it whenever you need. We do the same thing here. The only difference is we're keeping track of all the things that you were going to do something by and when. And if it starts to get close to when we haven't received something from you, again, we'll do a polite, friendly call to you, or we'll just come knock at the door and beat it out of you. No, truly what we're trying to do here is your facilitator is someone that, again, keeps you on track. And we tease everybody about showing up at your door and breaking your thumbs if you don't get something done by. And we can either do that by an email or we can call you. But anyway, that's what we try to do to help keep you on track. And then we follow up on all the accounts that we're targeting. So that's what we're trying to do. So as I said, Jason Odom said it best, is MAP is like a savings account for your marketing because, first of all, you're not paying any additional money for the consulting with your facilitator. Every dollar that you spend applies to product. No matter how soon you use them or if you want to let your points, you don't want to use up all your points right away. And most people, the 1,000 points last over that 24 months. Some people use them a little bit faster. Some people use them a little slower. Some people use big chunks all at once. It's a little different, but no matter what, it's all about consistency with your marketing efforts. And that's what the Marketing Advantage program is meant to do, is help keep you consistent, have some compelling pieces, and do things the right way so that you're not making the same mistakes that most photographers make. And that is we're not born writers. We're not born designers. We do great work with our photography. But bottom line, unless you know how to professionally market your business, you are not going to be as successful as those do. So that's how we help you with that. So I hope that helps a little bit. Now, the question you have to ask yourself, is it right for me? And again, I'll go back to, no, it's not right for everybody. There are people that are brand new that have gotten into this, and it makes sense. And then there are other people that are brand new that we just kind of say, you know what, maybe you ought to wait. And the only way to know that is if we talk to one another. And so what I would encourage you to do is call the 800 number, 800-228-0629, and let's talk about it. Because in some cases, it makes perfect sense. In other cases, we'll recommend you, and we'll tell you honestly if we don't think it's right for you. Because one thing we don't want to have is that you get into this and it is that just happens so rarely. And it's because we're upfront about whether or not this makes sense. At some point, I do believe this is going to be right for everybody that's established in their business, because now it gives you the ability to not only stay consistent with your marketing and create some compelling marketing pieces, it also saves you money on your printed materials. And more than that, I should emphasize too, in these calls that we do during our facilitator call, this is not about, hey, why don't you buy this marathon product? Why don't you buy this card? Why don't you? No, that's not what this is about. This is about talking about the direction you want to take your business. Along the lines, yeah, there may be some things that run in there where you say, I need to order whatever. But the call is about marketing your business. And we have a very specific agenda that we set based on, again, the direction you're wanting to go with your business. But that's what it's about, is the marketing itself. So we have just enjoyed this program so much now. We've been doing it for just a little over 2 years as the time I'm recording this webinar. And prior to that, we had what we called our marketing value program, the marketing basic program. The difference with that was it did not have a facilitator to keep you on track. And quite frankly, it was a popular program, but again, you're back to, unless a photographer has someone to help keep them on track, it's hard to concentrate on your marketing. Well, the facilitator now helps keep you on track. It helps grow your business. And that's what we specialize in. So it makes it easier for you to be successful faster. So why don't we talk about it? Again, you get to talk to a real human being. You don't have to press 1 to get somewhere. You don't have to listen to a pre-recorded message and then fill in the blanks. No, you get to talk to a real human being. So if you want to talk to me, I'm Mark Weber. Just give me a call. I'll be happy to talk to you. But when you call the switchboard, if for some reason I'm not available or you can't remember my name, just ask to talk to one of the Marketing Advantage Program facilitators, and they will get you connected. So I'd love to talk to you more. Thank you for listening to this, and be anxious to hear from you all. Talk to you soon. Thanks.